Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for June 1st through the 15th, the longer readings for my Libras. Hello, my Libras. Okay, you are my feisty Libras. People don't know that about you, but I do, okay? Anyway, longer reading means that I use 3 decks. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, gives us our main message. Follow up with the John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, kind of fills in those gaps. And then I just ask for any kind of advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Now, what's going to happen this month? There's not a whole lot of weird astrological stuff going on that I'm aware of. The new moon will be June 3rd. It will be in Gemini. It's a good time to start new projects. Remember, full moon to new moon is waning, and that's when you're giving things up. New moon to full moon is waxing, and that's when you're requesting and asking for things. And of course, the full moon, which is going to be June 17th, you can do it all. You release, relinquish, and request. But this moon's going to be in Sagittarius. It's going to be a very optimistic moon. It's going to be a moon filled with hope and looking at things differently. Okay, so it's just a really good energy moon. Now, we don't, I'm not aware of any eclipses just yet. Cancer comes in, I think that's the 21st, and I think that we might have something, an eclipse coming in in July, but, solar eclipse, but nothing really that's going to be making everybody around you, and your comfort is always important to me, but it's not good. People aren't coming back into your life. People aren't going up on a higher emotional level. Okay. But anyway, so I have prayed, meditated, and infused each deck with Reiki energy. But this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Yeah, you do get those people around you that just like to kind of say, "Oh, hi Libra. Here's my emotional baggage. Will you take it?" Well, I'm not even going to ask you, will you? I'll pick it up later on after you clean it up. Okay, so anyway, let's go on and see what your cards are. 3 cards face down. The second and third are reversed. So the first one is the 9 of Earth. Earth is, of course, our Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. And, I'm feeling very strong, very solid, very grounding energy for you. I really feel that this, you are an air sign. I really feel you need to get out. If you are somebody that likes to garden, put your hands in that dirt. If you don't like to garden, take off your shoes and run through the grass if you can, things like that. Because Earth is about, very solid energy, money, family, but I really feel you need to make sure that you keep that connection with being very grounded in this, this 15 days. So enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. But I really think, I really think that this is a time that you should be self-indulgent. Yeah, I really feel like, if you don't have the money, don't spend the money, okay? But this is the time that you go and you just do those things that you alone like to do, okay? But taking care, again, we've talked about self-care before, and you do your self-maintenance, but this is that time that spend some money on yourself if you've got the money to spend, okay? This card is the one that's reversed, and here we have Justice, Archangel Raguel. Now you are the sign of the scales of balance. Justice is the sign of the scales, okay? And justice is blind, so they say it only goes with what the facts are. So fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. Yeah, I really feel, again, it's this very grounded, it's like you have to be a part of this earth, a part of this world, this 15 days, okay? You can't just, you can't seclude yourself. You actually have to be a part of this. You have to do things that may not necessarily feel comfortable. You may have to do some arguments. You are very good at factual thinking and now you may have to actually take that factual thinking and have it come out your mouth. That doesn't mean that it's going to be negative, but it just means, no, this is the way things are. So is there going to be what I'm trying to say is, I don't necessarily feel conflict per se, but I really feel a very strong need. Is it to stand up for yourself? Is it to present the facts of your life? It's to is it to say, no, I do not accept that. I don't feel a lot of anger or passion as much as I feel fervency. I know that fervency, it's like, I'm gonna, no, this is it. It's not, and again, when I'm saying, passion, it's not uncontrolled. It's very controlled, whatever that. Okay, so your last card is also reversed, and here we have the star. So here you have two archangel energies, and this one is, again, we have the new moon on the 3rd, we have the full moon on the 17th, and in between that we've got a lot of stars outside, okay? And this is going to be that time that I really feel very concerted energy. I feel very directed energy. Fervency keeps coming to my mind again. It's very much, this is what I want. I am going to be, I want what I want. And again, it's not intolerance, but it's like I'm not tolerating not getting what I want. Okay? Okay. I hope that makes sense to you. Happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. This puts you on a totally new, it's almost like you are on a new path with this, because like I said, you've accepted a lot of people's emotional baggage, and now it's like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not. Okay, let's see. So this is kind of, many of you, you have this in you, but I don't think you have put it out into the universe. Okay, so let's go on. Can you clarify this for us? Can you give us a little more information on this? Okay. Okay, we're going to cut the cards now. One card did pop out. We will take 2 cards down over here. Now this card is, okay, this card, it came face up, so I do see it. Here we have the third eye chakra. Now with the third eye chakra, there is these energy sources, these connections with the divine, there's these, you need to know more about, chakras per se. You can go Google that. But the third eye is here, and it's, and it's based on your intuition, okay? So there are things that you have really done counter to your intuition. This is that thing again. I haven't talked about it for a while, but the brain, heart, and spirit, or intuition, and it's like these are all the 3, and they're all equal. And many a time over, you've been listening to your brain, sometimes to your heart, but you've not been listening to your intuition. And this is basically saying, start that. So how do you do that? Meditation, connecting with the divine, higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, however that is. There's a lot of apps, there on how to meditate. YouTube has a lot of things on how to meditate too. So, it's about connecting with that inner and outer, again, and we would want to say spirit, but it's resource. I'm hearing resource for you, that outer resource. Okay, your next card. Okay, here we go, your base, and this one is reversed. This is your base chakra. Okay, one is about new beginnings. Your base chakra is what's considered this is how you grew up. It's your strongest security. It's, did you have parents that were fighting? Did you have parents that were loving? It's digging into that piece of you that a lot of times we don't want to go into. Now, I have had people come to me and say, well, I don't remember my past. And there have been people that I've said, okay, well, maybe we need to dig into that a little bit more. But there have also been people that I say, do not look into this, because your psyche is actually protecting you, and there is no good from coming and looking into your past. Okay, so it's all depending on who the person is. Okay, it's situational. This is basically, there was something that happened when you were a young child. It could be when you were in their arms, when you were, walking, that thing of trust. There is something that needs to be revisited for many of you. I'm not going to say for all of you, because like I said, some people I've been like, no, this is not for you to do, because it would almost shatter you more. But it's like, it's like when you have a parent saying, oh, I'll catch you, and then moves aside. Okay. That fractures that that sense of security. Okay. So for you, it really is, and I'm going off on this, I know, but for you, it's really looking into your sense of security. How do you trust people? Can you trust people? What is your intimate relationships all about? Have you had, and remember, relationships are, job or career, intimate or interpersonal or family. So it's like, this, and if this piece did not teach you to trust, then you might be going from job to job, relationship to relationship. So it's this thing about who do you trust, what do you trust? It's getting back to that child inside of you, and helping that child to trust. Okay, don't know who that was for. Hope I know that got out to whoever it was for, because that's how this message works. Okay, okay, now again, so you're getting all the chakras here. Well, not all of them, but here's the throat chakra. So with that, of course, that is your throat, okay? And that means you need to start speaking it out. This goes along with a lot of what I was just talking about. It's like, I'm not being intolerant. I just won't tolerate it anymore. And you need to practice speaking that out. If you have a hard time speaking out what you need to speak out, practice it. Practice it in front of the mirror. Practice it in your car. Practice it. If you just have a hard time even speaking, start singing, okay? Practice it at night. Go outside, when I said, the star, go outside, talk to the night energy. But this is all about you. This is going to be a turning month for you. This is a turning month for you of rediscovery and of healing. But a lot of times before you heal, or maybe you've gone through the healing and now it's a time to integrate you, okay? Now you're taking all your pieces back. Now you're just saying, no, I'm really feeling a lot of strength with this. I'm not trying to be, radical or I don't know what the word is, but I'm not trying to be harsh on this, but it's again, I feel this firmness about you. You're coming, whatever this was, maybe you're not going to trust other people per se, but you're going to learn to start trusting yourself and trust, your third eye, whatever that is, and you're going to start speaking it out for a change. You've let too many people take your voice away, and it's now time for you to reclaim your voice. Whoa, that's very, there's a lot of energy there okay, my Libra, I know that got to the right person, but I hope that other Libras can, benefit from that too. Look up the chakras. Look up chakras and look up, again, the third eye, base chakra, and the throat chakra, okay? Okay, so, because there's a lot of, I feel like there was a lot of disconnection, and now it's like things are integrating. Yeah, things are integrating. Okay, first card, and this is the advice, experiencing, okay? I feel like, my Libras, that you have been such a resource to so many other people, that you have been going through your life, not necessarily experiencing your life, not necessarily, yes, you have been living your life. You have, and you have done wonderful things with your life. And what you have given other people has been wonderful. So don't, when I say these things, I am not negating the value of your life. But it's like you're coming into a point now that it's like you're bringing back, it's your life. Okay? Wow, this is really strong for you. Okay, next card. Okay. Reversed. Now we have that moon up there. We have this being meditating, silence. It's basically coming to grips and learning to be within your own skin. It's learning to accept who you are. It's that meditation, that we were talking about, that connection that we were talking about. So that's the best advice for you with that. Here is our last card. It's also finding, because, I have said, Libra, you crack me up. It's also learning to play again. That goes back to that base chakra, that, that little child, it's learning to play again. So, this is an interesting reading. Many times over, I like it when I say, oh, a new job is coming, or, oh, there's some people coming. This is about, a lot of this is about, I don't know, is this self-discovery? Is this, is this pulling back your pieces? Is this healing? It's all of this for my Libras. But again, too, it's not that, it's not that you're intolerant. You just won't tolerate it anymore. Good for you. Good for you. So, my Libras, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.